From the ashes of yesterday, a new beginning rises. Where hearts are weary and hope seems lost, I am present, specializing not in what was broken, but in what can be transformed. My expertise lies not in avoiding rubble, but in rebuilding from the very stones left scattered on the ground. While others may pass by, unwilling or unable to look beyond what's fallen, I pause, I see, and I stand ready. The ruins do not repel me. They call to me as sites of untapped promise. You may feel fragmented, life seeming nothing more than pieces thrown relentlessly about by storms you never asked for. You may wonder if these shards are all that remain, broken dreams, faded memories, seasons marred by sorrow or mistake. Yet what you see as pieces, I already recognize as the raw material of a masterpiece. Each jagged edge, each weathered fragment, is not evidence that you are unfixable, but proof that something extraordinary is still possible. I do not ask you to erase the past, nor to feign that pain and loss did not occur. Wounds are real, and battles sometimes leave scars. The story written so far may include dark chapters, times you wish you could forget, mistakes you wish you could undo, or pain you wish you never felt. But I am the author who can use every plot twist, every heartbreak, every detour. Nothing is wasted. The ink of disappointment and the paper worn thin by tears are all materials I can use in the creation of something new. Your story is not over just because the chapter you are in feels broken. Too often, you may believe that a single moment defines your entire journey, that the hardest season is the final word. But it is not. I am still writing, even now when the narrative seems to have stalled, when the canvas remains unfinished. I am at work. Your narrative is ongoing, unfolding in ways you cannot yet see. Why continue to rehearse the same regrets, reread the same pages you know by heart, the losses, the failures, the moments you wish you could rewrite? I ask you to let go. Allow me to turn the page. Allow me to move the story forward from sorrow to hope, from barrenness to life, from waiting to fulfillment. Let me breathe life into that which seemed dead. Hope buried beneath disappointment can rise. Dreams thought lost can awaken. Relationships once broken can be restored. Confidence shattered by criticism can be rebuilt. Where your spirit once only saw what's been lost, I am already designing a future of renewal and redemption. Today is a new day. It is not simply another page in a cycle of sameness. Today can be a turning point, a place where the old gives way to the new. Even if you cannot yet perceive what is emerging, trust that change is at hand. I am doing a new thing, not just repairing the old or patching the wounds, but forging a fresh path, cultivating growth in unexpected places. Look around you with fresh eyes. The signs of newness are already here, tiny shoots breaking through hard ground, rays of light filtering through heavy clouds. The future does not look exactly like the past, nor does it demand you ignore what has been. Instead, it invites you into possibility, to plant where you thought no harvest was possible, to rebuild where you saw only ruin, to hope where you felt only despair. Surrender the need to control, to carry the weight of the past, to demand answers for every twist and turn. Trust that I am able to do more than you can envision right now. Even in places of deep disappointment, I am nurturing unexpected beauty. What you thought was the end is sometimes the best beginning. You do not need to muster the strength alone. In fact, I delight in bringing vitality to the weary, in offering courage when fear is loudest, and in whispering hope when you feel silenced by sorrow. When you invite me in, I do not judge the mess or scold your lack. Rather, I kneel beside you in the dust, offering my hand. With me, restoration is more than returning to what was. It is growing into what can be. The process may not always be swift or simple, for masterpieces take time. But each day, each step forward, matters. It is in the daily moments, the acts of kindness you share, the forgiveness you extend to yourself and others, the courage to rise again after failing, that the new things I am doing begin to take shape. Consider this. The mosaic of your life is formed from every color, every season, every moment of joy or pain. The brightest patches gleam with happiness and success, while the darkest pieces bear witness to endurance and resilience. It is the combination that creates beauty, a tapestry far more glorious for its complexity. If you are tempted to remain in the comfort of the familiar, know that security often lies not in clinging to the past, but in embracing the new story I am weaving for you. Steps forward require trust. Trust that the unknown is not to be feared, but to be discovered. Trust that I walk alongside you into each new chapter. Where you have seen only endings, begin to look for the signs of beginning. Where others have turned away, believing nothing can be salvaged, understand that my specialty is redemption. I gather what is cast off, what is considered beyond repair, and make it beautiful. This is the hope I offer, that the sound of laughter can return where there was once only silence, that abundance springs from what was thought barren, that friendship rekindles where there was estrangement, that purpose emerges from seasons of confusion. Do not count yourself out because of failures. Every loss is an invitation to learn, every sorrow a river from which hope can bloom anew. If you have dreams that seem beyond your reach, dreams crumpled and left on the floor, offer them to me. Let me help you see not only what can be restored, but what can be made altogether new. There is an artistry to my work. Where chaos reigns, I bring order. Where dullness clouds, I bring light. Where apathy spreads, I spark a new fire. Every detail matters to me. Every desire of your heart is known. The new things I am crafting are not bound by limitation. My creativity knows no bounds. Let yourself feel the freedom to begin again. It does not matter how many times before you have started or how heavy the burden feels today. Each sunrise is an announcement of mercy, a declaration that the story is not over, that miracles can break into the ordinary at any moment. You are not defined by mistakes, nor are you held captive by regret. The past has shaped you, but it does not own you. Its lessons can be transformed into the very wisdom needed for what's ahead. Pay attention to the present, the kindness of a friend, the beauty of nature, the quiet moments that invite reflection. Each can be a thread in the new tapestry being woven. Each is a reminder that the greatest transformations begin with small, faithful steps. If grief visits, do not hide from it. Embrace the fullness of emotion, for healing often starts with honesty. If guilt lingers, remember forgiveness is a gift I freely give. You do not need to earn it, only to receive it. You are already enough, even as you grow. What you lay down today, the tired heart, the shattered hope, the battered faith, becomes the soil in which I plant something new. You can relinquish control, release fear, and dare to trust again. I will not waste one tear, one disappointment, nor a single act of courage made in secret. Look with anticipation on what is coming. The barren branches you see now are preparing for spring. What seems dormant is quietly gathering energy for growth. Behind the scenes, roots are deepening, connections strengthening, purpose awakening. When you step forward in trust, I meet you there. Where your strength ends, mine begins. Where your hope falters, I provide a steadier foundation. Healing is rarely instantaneous, but it is always possible. As you journey forward, do not journey alone. Look for those walking beside you, supporting you, believing in your renewal. Community is another way I make all things new, drawing together those who can encourage, inspire, and share the weight. Celebrate the progress, even when small. The journey from ruins to restoration is paved by tiny victories. Each is worthy of acknowledgement. Even setbacks are not defeats, but opportunities to deepen your resolve and discover more of what you're made of. Sometimes, new beginnings follow endings that feel abrupt or even unfair. Do not let bitterness plant roots. Instead, let me transform even disappointment into opportunity. The story I am unfolding holds surprises. Joy where you expect sorrow, hope where you prepared for despair. Listen for my voice in the quiet places, in times of stillness, in moments of reflection. Sometimes, Renewal arrives as a gentle whisper, a nudge toward forgiveness, a new idea, a rekindled relationship. Let yourself be open to possibility, for I am ever at work, making things new. You do not need to have all the answers. You do not need to know the route from here to the future. It is enough to trust for the next step, to believe that I am with you, guiding you, investing in your journey. Look back, not to dwell in the past, but to notice how far you have come. See the places where what seemed impossible became reality, where sorrow gave way to joy, where wounds became sources of insight and strength. No experience is wasted. Every lesson learned, every kindness given, every moment endured builds toward the greater story I am crafting. Sometimes the greatest transformations begin not with triumph, but with brokenness humbly offered to me. Let me show you what renewal truly means. Not denial of what hurt, but the embracing of what can heal. The beauty of a new beginning is that it honors where you have been while pointing you toward a future filled with hope. Accept your story, every twist and turn. Allow its complexity to speak of resilience, not of failure, of courage, not of defeat, of promise, not of despair. With each breath, you are invited into newness, a tapestry still being woven, a story still unfolding. If you falter, know that I am patient. New beginnings are rarely linear, and grace covers every return. When you are tempted to give up, remember I am still here, specializing in renewal, always at work on your behalf. Imagine a field after the fire has passed through, scorched earth that seems lost. Yet soon, the first shoots emerge, green and persistent. It is the same with your heart. What feels like barren ground is the very place where life is stirring anew. Every ending is a doorway, not a wall. What lies ahead may not match what was lost, but it may surpass it in ways you cannot yet imagine. Release the need for certainty, and embrace the adventure of becoming more than you thought possible. In quiet moments, let gratitude rise, for second chances, for lessons hard learned, for the gifts hidden in challenge. Each breath is a declaration that you are alive, and that hope can flower again. Know this, I make all things new, not just once, but continually, faithfully, gently. Renewal is my promise to you, a journey that unfolds daily, one step at a time. So rise, take up the pen of your life, partner with me as I write new chapters. Where you see an ending, let me show you a beginning. Where you feel empty, let me fill you with purpose, joy, and peace. Do not measure the worth of your future by what you have lost. Measure it by my ability to create. From the ruins, new cities have risen. From the ashes, beauty has emerged. From your story, hope can spring forth again. Trust the process. Trust the timing. Trust the love that holds you through every moment, even those you wish you could skip. Rest in the confidence that transformation does not depend on your perfection, but on my persistence. Lean into your uniqueness. The new thing I am doing in you will not look like anyone else. Your story, your healing, your restoration, it is tailored, personal, meaningful. Listen to the quiet invitation that resonates. Release old narratives, surrender tight control, and say yes to the unfolding journey. Let me surprise you with joy where you have mourned, with opportunities where you have met only obstacles, with peace where anxiety once ruled. You are not on your own, nor have you been forgotten. Your doubts, your questions, your faltering hopes are safe with me. I can transform them too. Every longing, every ache, every hopeful wish, all can be gathered up, renewed, and made part of a greater good. Let today be the day you embrace the new, no matter how small each step feels. Every fresh intention is a seed. Each act of faith, no matter how tentative, is a declaration that redemption is possible. I am not finished with you, or with your story. The masterpiece is not yet complete, but every brushstroke matters. Trust me to use even what you considered wasted or lost for something beautiful. Breathe deeply. Release the burdens you were not meant to carry alone. Stand in hope, daring to believe in what you cannot yet see. In every season, in every struggle, in every celebration, I am making all things new. And as you journey forward, you are not alone. Restoration is my gift, and new beginnings are my specialty. Welcome each day as a sacred opportunity, a blank page upon which we will write together. Watch for signs of renewal. Nurture every spark of hope, and know that no matter what came before, the best is yet to come. Let go of yesterday's sorrow, embrace today's possibilities, and step into the newness that awaits. I am with you, faithfully and fiercely. Where others see ruins, I see what will soon be rebuilt. Where you feel like mere pieces, I see a future masterpiece. The story is not over. Let us write the next chapter together. Today and every day I am making all things new.